Vice President JD Vance visited Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley on Tuesday to talk about the issue of affordability. This comes at a time when a lot of Americans are saying they're feeling the pressures of high prices. And just like we heard from President Trump when he was in Pennsylvania last week, the vice president pinned the blame on the last administration, saying President Biden left the Trump administration with an affordability crisis. But he also argues they're making progress in bringing costs down. Now, recent polling shows they may have some work to do. In an AP poll, only 31% of Americans said they approve of the way the Trump administration is handling the economy. The vice president did urge patience, saying it will take them time to fix things. But we know affordability is expected to be a top issue in the 2026 midterms, so I asked the vice president about that. Listen to what he told me.
Look, I'm not worried about the politics because I believe fundamentally in the wisdom of the American people. When we go out there and we tell our story that gasoline and energy got way too high under Joe Biden's administration, but we've lowered the cost of energy, the American people will understand that.
Vice President Vance also telling the crowd he understands the impact high costs can have on families, talking about his own experience growing up poor in Ohio. That personal perspective from Vance was one way in which his speech differed a bit from President Trump's. But when he was asked what grade he would give the economy now, the vice president said he agreed with a comment President Trump made recently that the current economy is an A++++. When we arrived here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, we asked people how they felt they were doing with prices, and it was some mixed reactions. Some people said that they felt like prices were too high and they couldn't afford things like rent and groceries. Others told me they felt like things were the same as this time last year. And another one said while prices are high, he feels they're coming down, pointing to things like lower gas prices.